Ahoy there! And welcome once again to Project Burstery. And today I'd like to show you my Daedric Face of Terror that I made out of cardboard and painted with acrylic paints. Now, the Daedric Face of Terror is one of the 3 Daedric faces you can find in Morrowind. And during my dungeon crawling adventures in Morrowind, I happened to come across this in a place called Radak's Forge. There is a tomb near a Daedric ruin behind Sadrith Mora, kind of like behind the inn in front of the Wolverine Hall. And you can only access the Daedric ruin via the tomb. And once you get inside Daedric ruin, there's going to be this place called the Radak's Forge. And inside Radak's Forge, when you're looting around, you will chance upon this helmet. And from then on, I began making it. So first I made the dome. The dome was perhaps one of the most important and the most time-consuming one to make, as failure to make that part of the helmet would make the entire project quite difficult to complete. And after making the dome, I proceeded with doing the faceplate and jaw. The way I did that was by first finding a cardboard box. I think it was a cereal box that I placed over my head and traced my nose, eyes, and mouth. And from there, I created the Daedric face. Technically, kind of my face. This helmet is my face, as each position of the eyes, nose, and mouth are exactly in line with mine. But anyways, I soon, after plotting the necessary coordinates, after plotting the eyes, nose, and mouth, I began to add the details by following my reference picture, which is the image, which is the image in the game, the image of the item itself. And I slowly but surely sculpted bits and pieces of cardboard to put on top of the otherwise blank face, and just impromptu made cardboard, and just made like impromptu pieces. And if I wanted to duplicate a piece, get the piece that I made and trace it on another piece of cardboard and create a duplicate. And that's why I was able to at least make a sort of symmetrical, although it's not perfectly symmetrical, sort of give it some semblance of symmetry, at least. And once that was done, I proceeded to do the back. And after that, I realized that there are details on each side of the helmet that I didn't do, so I simplified the details of the sides, and to my surprise, it made the helmet, much better. It looked more complete with the details I put on the side. And so once that was done, I covered the entire thing with paper mache, and after that, painted it entirely in a dark color. After that, I did details, most notably the red details. And what I noticed was that there were like hints and streaks of greens and yellows that are all over the mask. And that was quite interesting. And alas, after that, the helmet was complete. Now, unfortunately, I was quite ambitious with making this helmet by giving it like a hinge mechanism to allow the faceplate to be raisable, like a visor, so that if you have a hard time seeing through the eye holes, you can just raise it and you can have a wider field of vision. Unfortunately, what I did was that I put the hinge too close to the face. If this hinge was a bit further back, I could have, been able to like lift the visor at least up until the middle, giving me a much wider range of view. Because if I wear this right now, yeah, my vision going above, it's blocked, but I can still see like this. So even though, it's kind of a failure, at least it still works to an extent. So that's it for my Daedric Face of Terror. Thank you for your time, and I hope you have a nice day.